I was training with her in rehab, she's like, "Why are you always late? Because you're Mexican." I'm like, "Yes, that's why. So sorry."
That's
Um,
any time as
yeah.
well. Yeah,
Thank you so much. I know you just came back from the road, so I
it's all
appreciate it.
good. It's all good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah,
How about you?
I'm doing good.
Where
Doing
was
good.
Raw?
Boston,
Oh, so
the
you got
Garden.
a long flight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
direct though.
That,
Direct. Being in Vegas now is a lot easier because I get
yeah,
directs most of the times.
that's the
Yeah.
best. I'm so sorry about the tequila. I felt stupid.
Oh,
I had to.
are you kidding?
What'd you get? What you got? Oh, there we go. I got some too. Are
I,
you gonna
I,
have?
I was prepared just in case.
Yeah, I'll have a little bit with you. I was trying to like surprise you with a new one that I.
I know. I know. I appreciate it. It was funny because the guy was outside the gate of my house, and I went out and I opened up the gate with my control. He came in and he's like, "Paulina." I said, "No." I said, "Do I look like a Paulina?" He goes, "I'm sorry, but she's the one that ordered it. She needs to pick it up.
Dude.
She's not here." I was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." I said, "I'm okay." So yeah, he had to call his
Uh,
boss and figure it out, and he just didn't want to lose his license as a driver. So I was like, "Don't worry, it's all good."
so bad. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, it's all good.
I
It's all good. Look,
I
cheers.
talk to people all the time. Cheers, Ray. Salud.
Salud.
But he's having a drink with us.
Ah,
I just had Taker on earlier, and one of my questions with him was, like, who would you have over if you were gonna have people over for food and drinks? What's like a group of people that you would?
right.
You were one of them.
Ah,
Yeah.
ah, that's
Let's.
awesome. Did he say The Godfather?
What's that?
Did he say The Godfather
No,
too?
he had people, but you were like one of the ones that were. Oh, okay.
That's
That's
awesome.
one.
That's
Yeah.
always so great to share tours with Taker.
Dude.
Uh,
Uh,
best stories, best whiskey,
oh, that's
always.
dude. I feel like that when I'm on tour with you. I know I tell you all the time, but I'm always like, man, being on shows with you was a big deal, and being on with you is a big deal. But being on tours, that's just so different. It's such a different. I don't know. It's a different way of living, and for like a small amount of time, like it's crazy.
Yeah,
So that's how. So how the way you view Taker is like how I view you, or like when I was on tour with Orton, like hearing you guys' stories and how many tours you
yeah,
for. That's the best.
yeah. It was such a, but at the same time, like I was talking to uh, Carlito yesterday in the locker room, and it's impressive in a good way how this whole industry has shifted, and you see a whole new group of people just coming in of talent that are very, very talented, but just have other
Yeah.
preferences.
Yeah.
It's just a new generation. Even my own son, it's just crazy. But overall, as long as they keep putting in the work in the ring,
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that, because even, I mean, without being too open with our fans on here, but like
Right.
from my first tour that I ever had compared to how the tours are now is so different, as far as like partying, or even the length of the tours, or the talent that's on the tours is so. And I've been now with WWE for, well, I've started doing tours like, so let's say 8 years ago or something. So it's crazy to think how much you've seen throughout all these years and all the people that you've gone through. And another thing that I told Taker too, same, goes for you, probably number one. I always say that, like, man, if Rey Mysterio can be this nice and respectful and welcoming to everybody, like,
Mhm.
nobody should have an attitude. Like, nobody should think that they're the shit. If someone like
Right.
welcoming, like, there's numerous times where you'll text me like, hey, come have a drink, or hey, come hang out with us,
Right.
and like
Right.
always make everyone feel like we're on the same level as you. That is
Mm.
probably my favorite thing about people, but mostly about you,
Right.
like, as far as everything you've accomplished and how long you've been in the business and how respected you are. I'm like, man, if I can be a little ounce of that, then
Man,
oh,
thank
for
you.
real.
I think that comes from the raising my parents gave me. And the beatings I took in wrestling school too, being the smallest kid and being so young. Like I literally did grow up around this sport, and like I've always been taught as much in the ring and at home how to respect my elders. So it was a gift that I believe my parents gave me, and my uncle when he started training me, that I've always carried with me. I think only at one point in my 35 years of wrestling that I felt like I was on cloud nine, and they brought me back down. And
Mhm.
after that, my humbleness was always been so flat on the ground that you know it's just it's part of my character. I just feel like whatever I've done in the past 35 years, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It just, show humbleness and love, and try to help as much as you can. That's kind of like the path of life in
Yeah.
general, right? Yeah.
One thing that like I learned, I just talked to this guy who his name's Jacob. He owns one of the Phil's Coffee. Have you
I,
heard?
I was hearing it.
Oh,
Yes. Huh?
so one of the things that I like heard from him was just like in it's kind of like treat people the way you want to be treated, but also just like build the environment that you want to be around too. So I
Very true.
like, if I'm going to be a dick to somebody, or if I'm going to be like rude because I've been here longer than you, then it's just going to like domino effect, and they're just going to do the same thing, and it's going to become this unhappy type of environment that like I don't want to be a part of that, and it's going to be all my fault, like it stems from people that have been there before
Yes.
you and that. So yeah, I think that's my favorite. Not that these, I don't know if people like that as much as I do, but I always think it's like I felt like I wrote questions down for you. Um, but I really just wanted to have a drink with you. And
Oh
one
yeah.
thing that I do think about nowadays, if you can like go on a vacation of everywhere that you've been, it could be somewhere maybe you've never been before, but if you say you had like 2 weeks off tomorrow, where would you want to
Hmm.
vacation? But you can't stay
I,
home.
I can't say what.
You can't stay home. I know that there's
No,
some.
no. So I do a lot of staying home when I work, and obviously when I have time off, I like to take advantage of it. Usually, my for the longest time, my vacation spots were always Hawaii. Once a year, at least, sometimes even twice a year.
How long?
And we would travel as a family. Angie, Dom, Aaliyah, myself. Obviously, when Dom started dating his girlfriend, and then the same with Aaliyah when Aaliyah started dating the boyfriend, and we would all just roll as one big family.
Oh,
Um, but if I had time now, since they're all grown up and they have their own lives now, and practically not Dom's father anymore,
yeah,
so
you don't.
I would probably go to the Fiji Islands.
Whoa,
Yeah,
have you been there before?
never,
Oh,
never.
damn.
So yeah, I've heard it's very beautiful. Fiji and uh, I think it's in Italy. Um, oh God, I forgot the name of the place, but it is in Italy, and I've seen images of it and videos on Instagram that looks beautiful. Carino or something like that. Yeah, yeah. So either Italy or Fiji Islands, most
Dang.
definitely.
Fiji Island sounds amazing. Do you guys
Yeah.
have? You don't own any property in Hawaii though?
No, no. So that is my dream spot to eventually just chill and retire and have a place close to the beach.
Yeah.
But I've also been looking into we go a lot to Cancun, and that's a place where I started wrestling in the mid '90s.
Hmm.
So Cancun has grown very much. Cozumel, and now Isla Mujeres as well. So having a place out there might not be a bad idea
Yeah.
as well. So yeah, I still have maybe in the next 2 years to find a spot of where I would love to have like a perfect beach home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm coming over.
let's
I'm
do
bringing
it.
tequila. I want.
Let's do it.
I owe you 2 bottles now since that one didn't go through. One of my dream places is in Egypt. Did you do the Egypt tour with WWE years
So
ago?
no, I actually I've missed two places that I've always wanted to travel to and wrestle, it's Egypt and Brazil.
Mm,
Those are the two spots that I've never
okay.
been. So yeah.
Have you do you remember, man, I don't know if I've asked you about this guy. His name's Alex, but his name was Goggles, and he's a referee. He like refereed for you. Oh man, this is. I wish I knew the actual location or the date or the what the match was, because this
Uh-huh.
sounds dumb with me asking you. Anyways, there's this guy I trained with when I first started like training, and his name, he wore goggles as a referee, and he's been,
Really?
yeah, he's been all over the place. And I remember he refed one of your matches, and he's from Brazil, so like he's always inviting me and like always want like, hey, come with me this week or this week. So I'm like, one of these times, whenever you decide to go to Brazil, I'm gonna have him come to our tour.
Oh wow.
He's
Yeah, I mean South America, the closest um has been been to Chile, been to Peru, been to um, Colombia, but still, Brazil is definitely one of the spots. And I've just seen so many movies on Brazil and so many documentaries, and just the place looks impactful. Like when you walk and step in there, it's like wow. A good friend of mine was just out there not too long ago doing a concert, DJ Luyan.
oh, cool.
And I asked him, I said, how's Brazil? He goes, bro, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You got to go. So definitely on my bucket list.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Egypt. Like I've always been obsessed with the pyramids, and like years ago I got into the Egyptian gods and all that stuff. And I want like pyramid tattoos and everything, but I want to go see it in person first
Yeah.
before I actually do it. But I feel like that when I see pictures of it, it just seems like another world. Like it doesn't feel real, you know.
But
But
were you with us at the pyramids in
yeah,
Mexico a couple years
I
ago? You
did.
did.
Was I? My first trip to Mexico, I went. I don't think I went with you actually. I remember going with like one of the old announcers.
Hmm.
I think Mercedes was there. I don't think we were able to go together.
Okay. I think it was 2019, if I'm not
Uh,
mistaken. Like when I first came back and I did a tour with Mexico once I was back with the company. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. But yeah, the pyramids in Mexico are incredible.
yeah, I've been
Um,
like on my own, my own little vacations
yes.
or the one with WWE. Yeah, those are crazy too.
Did you ever go to Mexico to train
No,
as well?
the one time I did go was with Mercedes, like maybe 2 years ago.
Hmm.
She was out there. She had stayed out there for like a
Okay.
month, and I
Okay.
for training for a little bit. And that was my first time training there. I was so nervous because I just, they're all so talented and it's so different, and it's the opposite way. Like just locking up the other way and doing
Left and
arm,
right. Yeah.
man, and it was hard. But I felt super like it felt very rewarding
Yeah.
afterwards. So accomplished, and I was like kind of mad at myself. You should be doing this more often. You need to
Right.
go out of your comfort zone and learn.
Right. Right. I mean, it's always good to go out and try something new
Yeah.
within your sport. But yeah, Mexico has a rich history of wrestling, lucha libre. So um, and uh, for for the talent in Mexico, even the trainers, to have us down there, even if it's a week or a day, is like it's gold
Yeah.
for them. Very respectful, very honored. They open up the doors to your gym. They welcome you. You just like at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really really
Yeah.
cool.
I felt really grateful being there. Like they treated me so well, and I just feel like I should be. I don't know. I should be giving you guys something for just treating me so politely and well.
Right.
Yeah, but that's just the culture.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen any of the when you were down there? Did you go to Arena Mexico
Um,
and witness that live? It's like going to the Garden in New
that did
York.
we did we? Is
We've
that
never
not one of our shows?
no, so we've never done Arena Mexico is literally the Garden of Mexico,
Okay.
Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where wrestling pretty much blew up, and but any wrestler that eventually makes it to WWE, they always say it. If I don't wrestle in the Garden, it's like I was never there, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I definitely want to make that a one-time thing, which I have. And Arena Mexico is also the same for any luchador or wrestler that is part of Lucha Libre.
yeah,
They eventually want to step into Arena Mexico and have at least one match in there, and that is the arena of wrestlers down
yeah.
there. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a must.
What's the arena that we wrestle in? I'm so dumb. I thought.
It's Arena Ciudad de Mexico. So that's a
Oh,
new arena.
okay.
That's where they have all the UFC fights, all the concerts. Um, that's one of the newest arenas that they have down there right now. So that's where we step.
Is,
That's our territory.
does Arena Mexico have like the cement seats? Like they're not really chairs; it's just cement.
Yes, they're like I don't know if there's still wooden chairs. They used to be wooden chairs,
Okay.
like just like theater chairs, but made out of wood,
Yeah. Yeah.
which made it like really OG.
Okay. I
Yeah.
may have went to that same weekend that I trained. I may have went to the CMLL run there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They have two arenas. They have Arena Mexico and Arena Coliseo.
Damn.
And Coliseo is a smaller version, but it also has a lot of rich history.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to come on here and be lying. I can't even say I knew which one it was, but I went to one of those
Yeah.
and
I think if you would have went to Arena Mexico, you would have known because once you walk in there, it's impactful. It's like wow.
okay.
There's no barricade around the ring, and the fans sitting in the front row. It's just it's a wooden floor with the ring in the center, and then all the bleachers like up
Yeah,
like that around. Yeah,
that
re-
sounds beautiful.
really cool.
Now I got to look it up, and I might send you some pictures and be like, "Is this it?"
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right.
What?
Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. I just want
Uh,
like for anybody who's watching, we got people that joined once you hopped on, but this was just to help promote a toy drive for foster youth in the Bay Area. I'm working with organization called Child's Advocate of Silicon Valley. The link's in my bio for anybody that wants to do the Amazon wish list and all that good stuff. But yeah, I was so like, I felt comfortable texting you and asking you, but
you
just
should
get
always.
me right away is like, man, he's the best.
You're
And I just hope, I appreciate you so much.
no anytime. I mean, anytime. You're my girl, so anytime you need anything, I'm just a phone call or a text away.
I know you're the best. Thank you, Ray.
Mm, You're
Now
welcome.
rest up. Salud. Jerry, you want to
Salud.
take a shot? Let me see if my brother wants to take a shot real quick.
Let's do it.
Yeah. You friend, you want to sip? My, I want my brother to take a shot with us.
We gotta get ready for Christmas. Come on.
Yeah. It's Christmas week technically.
Yeah, I
On
know.
the right side.
Are you off until you're on the loop, right? 26.
Uh, yeah, I'm on the SmackDown.
Yeah,
I wish I was on yours.
I know.
Here, come over here. Oh shit. Yeah, we start. Luckily though, the SmackDown one, we're all in Florida. So it's like
Yeah, that is
four
cool.
shows
Yeah.
in Florida. So I'm just staying in Orlando for like 3
Yeah,
nights.
I gotta fly from west to east.
Oh, that's the worst. This
Brings me
is
back
breath
to my old
air.
days. It's a
Nice
good thing.
nice
Hey,
to you, Ray.
thank you. Cheers. Salud.
Cheers. Cheers. Hell yeah.
Ah.
Want to say hi, Bren? This is my sister Brenda.
Hey, Brenda. How you doing?
And my little baby niece down there crawling around.
Hey, happy early holidays to you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Ray.
All
Feliz
right.
Navidad.
Gracias.
Appreciate it.
Feliz Navidad.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I think you gotta exit on it. I wish I could exit. Okay, there we go.